we can see that breaking away early here is Shedrock Biwat right there next to us. Also number 207, Ben Bruce, as there. Also last night's winner in the elite mile, he's just back there. Also it's Julius Bohr. But don't forget, Stephen Pfeiffer is in there. And the man, after 5 attempts, who won the adult men's local race, Stephen Allen is in there. Spencer Butterfield. Also, we can see Calvin the Ironman Steed. And Gideon is also there. But Biwat, having been disappointed last night, not being able to pull off the treble, that was the case back in 2010, he's really taking it out early along with Julius Bohr. We'll have commentary along the way, also with Larry Dunlop and also Olena Plastanina, a Russian coach, former runner here, now coaching and has been for a number of years. Bohr is really feeling it. He's wondering where that chasing pack is. He turns around and takes a look. So we have Biwat that has made his move just before the 2-mile mark, Larry. We look at the clock and that's at 8:54, so just under 9 minutes. And there's the 2-mile mark, once again, on 9 minutes for 2 miles. So he's truly flying. And he's broken away from Julius Bohr, the elite mile winner last night. But he does it on an incline, and Bohr is unable to respond.
Yes, Mike, I mentioned, experience certainly a major factor. Biwat now sensing Bohr's not breathing down his neck at this point. We're coming up Middle Road, just past the old Cable and Wireless, now known as Link In. Biwat has made a move. He's now 15, 20 meters, 25 meters in front of Bohr. Bohr's looking back, perhaps a little bit discouraged, not able to stay with him at this point. Again, still too early to say that he's the winner, Mike, but Biwat certainly making a strategic move, and it's going to be difficult for Bohr to come back after we get to the top of this hill.
But Larry, 9 minutes with the wind in your face. What is he going to do when he gets up North Shore is the question. And screaming towards the Flats Inlet, where we will get the halfway mark going down the hill in Flats. Biwat takes a look over his shoulder and glances back, and he knows that if he can just keep a rhythm, keep the cadence going here, it's a victory for him, at least for this marathon weekend. I think if he continues like this, he's going to be in the 29-minute bracket easily. But still a long way to go in the race as Julius Bohr turns around, but he's now falling off every stride by an inch or so, with Biwott opening his lead. We look at the clock once again here, Larry. We're at 12:30, and we will be approaching that 3.1 mile mark, which is the halfway stage, or the 5K, and we're now really racing towards Whitney Institute.
Yes, Mike, we see Biwott looking comfortable, looking smooth. Sometimes, you know, when a runner races the night before, sometimes it also can play to their advantage, because then the body now is in full tune. He's certainly looking comfortable. He knows what he has ahead of him. He knows this course, Mike. And again, the other athletes will have to run into the wind, so there's no advantage to any of the other runners. But now a sizable lead, Mike, increasing to about 150 meters in estimation. He's coming across the Whitney Institute, and he's certainly looking very smooth, very comfortable, and certainly not showing any signs of fatigue, particularly after running that hard mile last night.
14:24 for 3.1. So he's really just outside record time at the halfway point. So it looks like maybe mid to high 29 for Shedrock Biwott. We're going to see what the crowds are like now as he makes the turn and heads up North Shore. And right now back to the lead runner right here, Shedrock Biwott, who's now approaching mile 5. He often takes a look at the clock there, Larry, so he's obviously cognizant. 20 minutes and 41 seconds, and he's cognizant that, and I'm sure he's fully aware of that palmetto heel that seems to make the thighs sting. How he digs in and gets over this hill. It's the last major incline, except with the exception of that slow gradual incline just past Devonshire Rec, heading towards the National Sports Center. This is the test, but you can see already, look at the difference here, Larry.
Yeah, this is the test for all these athletes. After expending energy over 5 miles, you then begin the steep uphill climb of Palmetto Hill.
Grimacing for the first time.
And yep, you see he's certainly struggling coming up. He's got the arms going, but guess what, Mike? The other runners have to face the same hill, and they're not be able to run up this hill at 5-minute pace, that's for sure.
25:55. He's just going back into a rhythm and is now only strides away from Frog Lane. So barring any unforeseen circumstances, here is your 2013 10K champion. There's a half a smile from him, a rear half a smile, as you see 1 or 2 buses there trying to get back to the depot. But now we're about to make the turn from Palmetto onto Frog Lane, and after that it's about, I would estimate, maybe just over half a mile for the finish line. So 26:36. So it looks like he's going to be in that 29 bracket. And now he's on to Frog Lane. And Shedrock Biwott smiling now. It won't be long now before he's, see that move right there? I'm trying to figure out that particular one. He's done it frequently the whole distance. He's digging deep now.
The arm action. He's digging deep, Mike. Yeah, we're in the final closing stages of the race. He knows he has to put it all on the line now, Mike. This is his race. It'll be the 3rd time he's won this coveted prize. I think that's more than anyone else in our international 10K history. So certainly, Biwott, experienced, fit, and fast.
Don't get excited. You have to get excited.
You need a number.
No, you got it. You stay in front of
And here is Biwott. He's now only yards away from the finish line. On the clock is 29:12, 29:13. Biwott will finish unofficially in 29:19. He went out kind of fast there. The first mile, 4:27. The second mile, 9 minutes flat. Yeah.
Really?
Really? I've got the splits right here. Here you go. 4:27 first mile, 9 minutes second mile.
That's nuts.
Were you aware of that?
No, actually I did not. I tried to start my watch. I wouldn't start, so I gave up with the watch and just ran. I didn't even know how fast I ran. 4:27, then 4:23.
That's right.
My man. Like, that's what I... What?
Congratulations on winning today's 10K in the female category. Tell us about your impressions of the course.
It's a hilly course. It was hilly and windy, but it's the first 10K I've ever done, so in my opinion, it was the best 10K.
The race last night, how did it affect your legs and your energy level?
I actually didn't decide to run this till we were at the hotel after the race last night. I did the race and then I did a little bit of a workout, so my legs were going to be feeling it today. I knew that, so that's why I stayed in my training shoes and really was going just for a tempo and was going to progressively get faster. And then I was up with the top girls and I was like, all right, let's just do this.